Tiger has done well at the Hero World Challenge, an event he sponsors to benefit his foundation. He's finished in the top 2 in this event 10 times in 13 career starts. This is the first time we will see Woods since he parted ways with swing coach Sean Foley and hired Chris Como as his new swing quote consultant. So Tiger's seemingly confident in his health and where he is in his game, Skip Bayless. So are you buying that he's back with his swing consultant?
Stephen A., how can I buy what Tiger sells and resells to us again and again and again? Once upon a time, Tiger Woods broke a lot of records. Now he just sounds like a broken record. So many injuries, 5 knee surgeries, the Achilles tear, the neck, the elbow, and now the back surgery. And he's become the wiliest used car salesman ever when it comes to Tiger Woods' chances of bouncing back as a dominant golfer. He continues to sell us the lemon that his body has been. And he continues to convince us, this is it, this is the time, I got a new coach and a new swing. I've gone back to my 20-year-old swing as he approaches age 39 on December 30th. And I'm sorry, it's a commentary on the sad state that golf remains without Tiger Woods, because there's still no threat. There's nobody else nearly as captivating as Tiger Woods. So we want to believe, we want to buy. Now another company just bought Tiger Woods. This Hero company out of India sells motorcycles and scooters. They paid a reported up to $8 million for Tiger to endorse Hero motorcycles and scooters, though reporters think that Tiger's not a motorcycle kind of guy. Yeah. Who knew? So my point to you is, big picture, 26 major championships have been played since Tiger Woods won his last. Think about that, 26. And the only time in those 26 he really had a shot at winning one was the only time he's ever blown a 54-hole lead in a major championship. I'm going all the way back to that PGA in '09 when he blew it to Y.E. Yang, the immortal Y.E. Yang, and lost by 3 shots in the end. Other than that, and you know how hard I watch these golf tournaments, how much I love my golf, I can't even make a case that Tiger has been in legitimate contention one time, other than that one in 26 majors.
What about the Masters when he first came back after the whole ordeal? Well,
he got a bad break. You mean the first day when he hit the pin and it bounced back and went in the water?
Yeah. I mean,
okay, you could say he was in contention on the first day. He's had several 4th places. He's had 1, 2, 3 4th places finishes in the Masters. I'm talking about on the back 9 on Sunday. Not once did I think he was ever in position to actually win the golf tournament.
Okay.
But, you know, he sort of fell into a 4th place finish, and you say, oh, yeah, Tiger did play, but he felt like an also-ran who, because there were other collapses ahead of him, managed to finish 4th. He had a 3rd in a British Open. He tied for 4th in the U.S. Open. Okay, we're talking about Tiger Woods here, and we were all making the case that he had a chance, A, to pass Jack Nicklaus, and B, to become the greatest golfer ever. And I still say that stretch, wherever you want to make it go from, say, 99 to 2001, is the greatest stretch of golf any mortal has ever played. And I keep looking for that guy, and I can't find it. But nobody sells Tiger better than Tiger does, because it's always, as we head into a new season or a major championship, it's so upbeat that even I start falling into the Tiger trap. Like, wow, he sounds great. He sounds healthy. Oh, now he's saying the ball is coming off my club face the way it hasn't in years. I heard the same thing before the Masters last year. You won't believe how the ball's, I'm hitting it farther than I've ever, really, you are? Well, then show me. Show me some results. How does that translate into actually contending in golf tournaments? And my final thought, and then I'm going to hand it off to you. He had the audacity to say, hey, guys, to the media after a pro-am yesterday at his invitational tournament. This is a pro-amateur in which he's playing with amateur partners. It's very carefree and lighthearted. He said, I walked 18 holes today. That's the first time I've walked 18 holes. And I'm thinking, wait a second. You're telling me how great a shape you're in, but even with your buddies playing on this same golf course, it's his home golf course, in your practice rounds, you don't even walk just to get into walking shape? So now you're going to get into walking shape by walking the Pro-Am the day before your first real tournament round, and I find that mind-blowing that he wouldn't be walking in the off season just to get ready, just walking. He used to run 5 miles a day. So all of this is a bunch of baloney to me until he actually shows me again that he can contend at a major championship. I am buying none of it.
Do you believe that he could ever contend at a major championship?
Well, I would like to. I mean, he's, again, you would think he could keep himself in good enough shape that into his later 40s he would have a chance. I mean, Jack Nicklaus won a major when he was 46 at the Masters. You would think he would have several more chances. But I need to see some proof before and for sure, I'm done with the Nicklaus thing. There's no way he's going to be able to pass Jack Nicklaus.
I would love to disagree with every word that you said. Unfortunately, I can't disagree with a single word that you said. To me, I'm going to say something that I never thought I would say about Tiger Woods. He's not a winner anymore. He's not a winner. And what I mean by that is I'm not talking about the fact that, 7 PGA Tour events last year, not one time did he finish in the top 10. He hasn't won a major since 2008 and like 26 majors. He was the only one time you recall him being even in contention. I'm not even talking about that. When I think about Tiger right now and I listen to him speak, I remember when Tiger was winning, and when he'd lose, he'd say, second place, you know what? He'd say, no, I lost, none of it matters. And now he seems not only to be looking for moral victories at every turn, like he's trying to convince everybody to look for moral victories at every turn.
I would agree.
I am not saying that Tiger Woods is not a winner because he hasn't won in years. A champion of his magnitude will always be a champion. But if anyone could tarnish themselves more, I don't know who it is, than Tiger Woods. And again, we're not talking about the incident that took place. And forget all of that.
Forget all that.
That's his personal business. He shouldn't be judged for it. Listen, you tried to get over, you got busted in a myriad of ways, and you have to live your life with that. He's a father, okay? We understand that. God bless him. Nobody's talking about that. We are talking strictly about the sport of golf. This dude seems to make a concerted effort to try and get people to support whatever myth he's trying to put out there about himself that doesn't correlate with winning. And that is my concern. If Tiger Woods came out and said, this is what I truly believe that he should do, to the media, look, guys, why are y'all following me? I stink. I have not played well. I haven't been winning. Why don't you cover the rest of these guys playing in this sport? I have no problem with you covering me when I was a winner. I don't deserve it. I'm coming in 10th place. I'm coming in 30th place. I'm coming in 40th place. I can't buy a top 10 finish to save my life. Leave me alone until I'm worthy, because I'm not.
But you've answered this question.
And he's not doing that.
You say he cares too much about what people think.
Yeah, and I'm saying to you, it's gotten worse. I think it's worse than it's ever been, because before, what you were trying to do was monetize. Let's just call it what it is. You were trying to monetize your success. I'm the best in the world. Why make $100 million when I can make $1 billion? Let me sit there and let me put this spin on this. Let me sell myself. Let me sell this imagery. Boom. I'm not saying I would do it because I don't do that. I'm not saying you would do it because you don't do that. But the bottom line is, if that's what he wants to do, there's plenty of professional athletes that have and still try to do it to this very day. And some are successful in terms of monetizing their brand exponentially to the point where they take millions and potentially turn it into close to billions. Is as much of a role model as LeBron is. He's the best basketball player in the world. He's a wonderful person. He's a great role model and an ambassador for the game of basketball. Let's face reality. He's not just doing it out of the kindness of his heart. He's doing it because it also sells, and he gets paid for doing it. All of them try to do that, and there's no crime in that. My point is, I'm not going to fault Tiger for that. But when you have clearly fallen off to the point where it's not even accurate to call you a shell of yourself, where you've come up so flagrantly short that you should be embarrassed to be talking about yourself. And he doesn't stop anybody from doing it. I'm like, come on, man. You need to be, I mean, listen, Tiger Woods is not a winner anymore. Why? Because he tries to find reasons to celebrate losing.
Yep.
And that was not him. That's not me calling him a loser. I don't think anybody should call him a loser. But I do think Tiger Woods should look in the mirror, know the standard that he set for himself, and recognize that that's not the same person anymore. He's trying to find ways to sell himself today. And in the end, it's becoming very, very embarrassing. He needs to tell everybody to kick rocks, get away from me. I don't deserve this because I'm stinking right now.
Okay, I get that. Well said. But remember my initial point. Golf can't let go of what used to be Tiger Woods because golf can't find a new one. Golf tried to find a Rory McIlroy, and it's just not the same. You can't quite get your arm around him like you can Tiger, for better or for worse.
But Tiger did what he wanted to, regardless of what golf wanted when he was winning. Why can't you do it when it comes to losing? If you could sit up there, I mean, Tiger Woods, so a lot of people said, I only met him one time, and that was at the finals when the Lakers were playing the Orlando Magic. Other than that, I've never spoken to Tiger Woods, never met him or anything like that. I'm saying to you that at the time that he was winning, he wasn't apologetic about telling people to kick rocks when he wanted to.
He was not.
So my point is, if you were that way then when you were winning, why can't you be that way when you're losing? He seems to be embracing so much attention when, in fact, he should be telling folks, you really might want to go away because fact is, there's a whole bunch of guys out here that are better than me right now. And until I prove my worth.
They're better. They're just not as interesting.
Exactly. It's a bad relationship. They can't give up that feeling of what they thought they had.
He should.